Hey, this is Rich from Bunny. We've been busy lately importing data for clients. So typically when a new customer comes along, they're already using another tool for managing their subscriptions. And we need to move or help them move all of their subscriptions from this other tool over into Bunny. So we've created a CLI tool to help do some of the heavy lifting on that. And I'm going to walk you through how that all works. So we've made it publicly available on GitHub. You can download it, and once it's installed, you'll have a Bunny CLI like this. First thing you're going to need to do to set up a CLI is set up an API client. So let's do that. Just create a demo one here. I'm going to add all of the scopes. You could be more granular with the security if you want. Now that I've created my API client, I have a client ID and client secret. So what we're going to come back over here and do is do bunny configure. And it's going to lead me through a process of setting up a new profile. You could just use default if you want. I have several on here. So I'm going to set up one specially for this demo. So I'll call it demo. Need the client ID. I can copy that here. And the client secret. The last thing it asks for is my Bunny domain. I'm currently using rich.bunny.com. And now we're all set up. So before we do any imports at Bunny, we always go and make sure that we have the account set up in migration mode. This enables a couple of special features that allow us to import historical subscriptions, but also it makes sure that the outbound emails are turned off. So when you do a large import, thousands of subscriptions and things, you don't suddenly start sending emails out to your customers. So we've turned on our migration mode, saved that, and now we're all set. If we have a look at our accounts, we have no accounts. We also don't have any products. So you could set up your products via the user interface, but often customers have many products. So there's a JSON format we have here that lets you specify your product catalog. It lets you list out the prices, whether they're usage-based pricing or regular recurring, one-off fees, tiered or volume pricing. All of these sorts of things can be described in this file format. So I have a sample here. Let's go ahead and install it or import it using the CLI. So we'll go Bunny import products. And we need to specify the file. In this case, it's going to be called products.json. And because I'm using a custom profile, I need to put in my profile. If I was just using the default profile, then I could leave that out. It's going to confirm if I want to do it. Of course, yes. And there we go, it's done. So if we come back over here now and refresh our product catalog, we'll see we have the demo product created, and it has 3 different plans. Under each plan, there are different settings. So you can see here, this is a base fee of $500 monthly recurring. So that's sort of how the product import works. Now we want to import all of our accounts. We don't have any right now. We've created a CSV format that lets you, as kind of a middle ground, I guess. It lets us extract data from wherever the other source was and then find a common format that can be reviewed by a human eye to make sure it looks good before importing. So CSV is a good way to do that. It lets you specify the account details, the contact information for each one of your accounts from your other system. This is just sort of a quick sample data that I'm showing you here. Address details, things like that. But then it also lets you specify the plan that they're going to be on. I'm just doing a kind of a simple version of this file right here, but there are additional fields that can be used to apply discounts or create custom prices, custom pricing tiers, volume charges. All of these things can be customized in the CSV. So the next step will be to import the CSV. So again, Bunny import, and this time we're wanting to import subscriptions. We need our file, and our file is called, over here, it's called simple CSV. It was my simple version. And again, I need to specify my profile equals demo. And that looks right. So we want to import, yes we do. It just gives you an idea. So if you've got hundreds of subscriptions to import, it could take 5-10 minutes. In this case, we're only importing 9 subscriptions, so going to be over pretty quickly. Right, so we've imported 9 subscriptions. This CLI actually exports a file that gives you some additional data on the end of each one, telling you whether it was a success and what the new IDs for each of those subscriptions were in Bunny. So you might use that for some other integrations. And if we go back here and refresh Bunny, we'll see that we have all of the subscriptions that we're looking for. So that's kind of basically it. We're going to keep adding to this. There's also some other things we can do around importing your legacy MRR data and legacy metrics, legacy invoices, things like that. These can all be done via the CLI. You can find out more about what the CLI can do by doing Bunny help. And then, again, you can dig in further, Bunny import help, and find out what's possible here, invoices, MRR, things like that. Just for a quick view on what the analytics will look like is, we've imported these subscriptions. We now have some MRR in here, and we can see our history of these accounts. We can see some movement. So no churn on this chart yet, which is great, but it's just, again, some sample data. So yeah, that's the Bunny CLI. Check it out, or contact us, and we'll be using that to help migrate you from whatever mess you're in over to Bunny, where everything works just sweet. Have a good day. Thanks.